All right. Call to order. The time now is 7:05 for November 10th. Planning Commission. We're going to go ahead and get started. We might have some commissioners that are inbound, but the chairman, I'm the vice chair. If the chairman comes in, then I will yield. But until it gets here, I'll go ahead and get us started. I'll take a real quick roll call. Commissioner Beisel? Present. Commissioner Russell? Present. I'm here. Like I said, we do have Chairman Nickerson, Commissioner Borka, and Commissioner Wood that are absent. But according to the bylaws, we do have enough for a quorum and we can conduct business. So next item is adoption of the agenda. Quick roll call there. Commissioner Russell? Yes. Commissioner Beisel? Approve. And I approve. That passes 3-0 for the adoption of the agenda. Next one is the approval of the minutes of the previous month, which would be September 8th. We should have that in front of us. So quick vote for the approval of the previous month's, previous sessions minutes. Quick vote there. Commissioner Russell? Approved. Commissioner Beisel? Approved. And I approve. So that goes 3-0. Next item on the agenda, we have 3 presentations from town staff. I'm going to turn it over to them now. We're talking first about the small area plan status.
Thank you, Mr. Vice Chair, or Mr. Chair this evening. I would like to provide just some brief information regarding the status of the small area plan. In your packet, there's a document that is yellow. It's a yellow spreadsheet. And it includes items within the adopted comprehensive plan update regarding the land use and livability element. And within that element, there are 4 action items that relate to small area plans, and I wanted to bring those to your attention if I could. The first is 1.1A, LUL 1.1A. That's prepare a detailed small area plan for the Main Street Commons hub that reinforces the area as the town's civic and cultural heart and includes enhanced pedestrian circulation to and within the civic campus town hall complex that includes town hall, the police department, Garrison Park, and the Jeff Simpson Community Center. Also within the land use and livability element, item 1.2A on page 2 of 51. That action item is prepare a detailed small area plan for the Waterfront District Hub that considers the results of the environmental assessment and feasibility study, capitalizes on the natural assets of the area, and includes recreational uses such as watercraft launches, trails, boardwalks, educational and interpretive signage, outdoor classrooms, ecotourism, and commercial uses. Related to that, in the lobby of Town Hall, there is a display and information about the environmental assessment that is currently underway, and there's an opportunity for members of the public to provide comments, and we encourage everyone to do so, and I'll make a point of providing the link to the commission. So also within the land use and livability element, item 1.4A on page 5 of 51, the item states prepare and implement a detailed small area plan for the Gateway Hub. And finally, 5.1F on page 10 of 51. And that action item is develop a beautification plan. I'm sorry, no, it's the one right above. Align small area plans for the mixed use hubs with smart growth priorities such as those advanced by Smart Growth America. For example, climate change and resilience, advancing racial equality, and creating healthy communities. So the small area plans will be completed by the fourth quarter of 2026, and we are currently in the process of selecting a consultant who will help us with the small area plan process, and we will keep you abreast of the status and progress. Happy to respond to any questions.
Mr. Tabor, do we want to, you want to go through all of them, or let me ask for, do we want to have him do his whole presentation? You want to? I was going to do the whole presentation. You mind doing the entire presentation, and then we'll circle back for questions right after?
Okay, sure. Sure, okay. And so related, I would like to make sure that we'll ask you to reference the figure VF1 framework map. And that map illustrates the 5 hubs, and it shows the Gateway, Main Street Commons, and the Waterfront District hubs, which are the hubs that small area plans will be completed for. Then secondly, as stated on the agenda, during your December meeting on December 8th, we have invited VDOT, or the Virginia Department of Transportation, and Prince William County to attend and provide information on the status of the Route 1 widening project. The latest information that we have is that it will be completed by 2031, and the acquisition process is almost complete, and the right-of-way acquisition for the project, that is. And the next phase will be dealing with utilities and utility relocation, and then they will begin construction. We will request and probably receive a schedule during the presentation next month. And please bring any questions that you might have regarding the project. And if you'd like to provide me with some questions that I can provide them with ahead of time, then that would be wonderful. Then finally, the bike and pedestrian network. I would like to again ask you to reference the framework map, and it shows the green and blue. They look almost black on the printout, but green and blue lines which show proposed pedestrian and bike connections throughout the town and the network, both east, west, and north, south, along Route 1. And within the Route 1 widening project, there is a planned multi-use pathway on the west side of Route 1. And I believe that is to be 10 feet in width, and on the east side there is planned to be a 5-foot sidewalk. So there will be north and south pedestrian facilities, and we'll want to make sure that there are east-west connections as well. There will definitely be east-west connections at Canal or Possum Point, and also at Graham Park. And we will want to make sure that there is a safe connection between those two, because that is quite a distance from those two intersections. And there may be pedestrians, especially from the residential neighborhoods on the east side, trying to get across Route 1, and we want to make sure that they can safely do so once the project is completed. Then in your packets, I did provide some additional pages from the comprehensive plan actions. And one is the transportation and infrastructure It's a kind of a pink page, and then the Parks and Recreation page. And within those, there are specific action items related to bike and pedestrian facilities. I won't go through all of them, but there are 8. 5 in the transportation and infrastructure element, and 3 in the Parks and Recreation element. As we move forward with the planning process, we want to make sure that we are cognizant of the planning process for bike and pedestrian facilities throughout and the network, and the implementation of the comprehensive plan. And finally, there is a 3-page document that's also pink, but then it has additional colors on it, and it is entitled Comprehensive Plan Capital Projects. And so what I did was pull out capital projects from the comprehensive plan that was adopted, action items, and this list of 25 action items are capital project items. And per state code or Virginia code, the Planning Commission is responsible for proposing a capital improvement plan, and this is provided to you as a basis for developing a capital improvement plan to recommend to the town council for consideration. And procedurally, what we would do, once you get a chance to review it, we can come back maybe even at the December meeting and discuss the items, and then either at the December meeting or a subsequent meeting, vote on a recommendation to town council. And that concludes my report, and I'm happy to respond to any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Saber. Let's start with Commissioner Beisel. Any questions for
No questions. Just a good statement. It's exciting to see how many of these actions have a short-term time frame between now and the next 2 years. And I think as a commission and the town council has all been very excited about these changes and continue to encourage the rapid development. And I think by getting things done quickly, that'll play in our favor, as everything just seems to be getting more expensive. So sooner the better, especially if we've got the budget now. There's no reason to hold off. So, I'd like, it's very organized, it's very detailed. So I think that we're getting it done. And so it'd be very exciting to see, updates as things become completed and crossed off the list, and then identify maybe the projects that are running behind, and what can we do to speed them up.
Great.
But other than that, as far as focusing tonight on the bike and pedestrian network, I do think there's some places in town that will need lighting implemented in some of those paths, especially the Power Line Trail. That's probably our straightest line, north and south, it looks like, connecting Potomac Shores to the southern part of town. So that will be very, very dark and unlit in the middle of the night. With lights, it'll be a great place to walk. So, and no further comments.
Thank you.
Commissioner Russell, anything?
So next, in December on the 8th is when they're, we mentioned that VDOT and Prince William County will be here to do a presentation on the Route 1 widening and explain that. I look forward to that. I encourage citizens of town of Dumfries to come to that as well, especially if they have any issues, questions. The more that we collaborate and work with these different agencies, we'll have a better, more complete project at the end. And we'll be servicing the citizens that much better. I guess my one question is, so the Route 1 widening has been already designed, correct?
Yes.
So, and I know we had a couple conversations before because I asked about it, but like currently there is no intersection at Williamstown Drive along Route 1. And I guess, again, next month's meeting, we'll be able to ask those questions of VDOT and how that's going to be addressed and whether that's a supplemental project that's to be done after the project. But to me, that's one of the things I'm concerned about is not having that pedestrian connection and intersection for a safe crossing of Route 1, which is needed from one side of the town to the other. Again, I encourage all citizens to please come to these meetings, look at the project, ask questions, so everyone has a full understanding of the scope, but also that's that many more input and eyes on the project that they can see if they think something's wrong, say it. There's no wrong questions.
Mm-hmm.
Just the more input we have, the better the town's going to be overall. Other than that, I don't have any comments, but thank you for this presentation. And I look forward to next month with VDOT.
Commissioner Beisel has a follow-up question for you, Mr.
Yeah, just reiterating that last statement there. Williamstown Drive, that is basically South Bridge and or South Cove and Williamstown neighborhood. I think there's almost 800 homes in that neighborhood. I think it's one of our highest density neighborhoods in Dumfries. And so pedestrian traffic coming out of there will be important to give amenities to. I wanted to reiterate last meeting I had mentioned that if we do have a trail crossing through there, Williamstown Drive can be a place where, especially during the rush hours, people are driving sometimes 30, 40 miles an hour. A lot of cars get sideswiped in that kind of windy road. There's probably somebody's mirror getting knocked off once a week on that one little quarter mile of road. And then the last thing is within that same neighborhood and community, Old Triangle Road is almost a drag strip. And you could drive down there right now and you could see the burnt rubber on the asphalt. I'd almost encourage the town to speed bump Old Triangle Road. I think that would make a difference, especially when you're looking at Old Triangle and Williamstown. Being a three-way intersection, people are running that stop sign at sometimes over 60, 70 miles an hour. I think that I don't know how many pedestrians have ever been injured in our town's history on Old Triangle Road, but with the way that it gets exciting sometimes, I would hate for something like that to happen. Speed bumps might be the answer to that.
Only thing I have is I just want to make sure that when we talk about the waterfront district, we are talking about Colonial Point, that area. We just, those names, we're using that interchangeably.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And along with everyone was saying, as far as VDOT for the presentation for next month, one of the things I'd be interested to see is what is their communication plan for the residents or how that's going to work. I think we have a pretty good system right now where we alert our residents through the Town of Dumfries app. So if they can, I don't know if we can partner with them to sort of incorporate how that's going to go. Because if we're saying that now, it's going to be 2031 when the completion is done. So we want to make sure that we keep folks updated for the traffic changes as we can. I know we can't involve everyone, but at least we let the folks in the town know the process. So, other than that, that's all I have. Thank you for this. I'll have until next month to sort of sit through this, digest it, synthesize it, and I'll have some questions for you related to everything that you did.
Great.
Other than that, anything else
No, sir.
Only other thing, open forum. I won't go over that, but anything open forum you got? Okay. Open forum, anything?
The only thing I'd have to say is, coming in, I saw that there were preliminary presentation boards downstairs in the lobby. And it would be for the citizens to come in and take a look at those. Mr. Tabor, you mentioned that the town is taking comments for those. And I think that's very important for everyone to take a look. And if you have a comment, please comment. It helps the consultants improve the design and improve the experience overall for the town. I know I saw on there was preliminary layouts for the new community center. It's over by Ginn Park. And again, I encourage all citizens to go down and take a look at it and provide comments to the town. I believe you said it was on the town website where they have a link that you can make your comments on. I like that. So that is the only other thing I had.
Okay. All right. There's nothing else. We have nothing else on the agenda. Someone would like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right. Quick vote for that. Commissioner Beisel? Approved. Commissioner Russell? Approved. I approve. The meeting is adjourned at 7:30.